Hey guys, long time no see. Um, I think this is kind of long overdue update. I tried to make one a couple weeks ago, but I don't know how to work the new iMovie with like the updated whatever. So I'm just making this right on YouTube. Um, so um, so this is like an update on my life right now. Um, so yeah. Um, I guess I'll start with some kind of shitty stuff. Well, it's actually mostly kind of shitty stuff, so just bear that in mind. Due to some family issues, my grandmother's kind of failing health and stuff, I actually won't be returning to the University of Tampa this semester, and it's kind of in limbo on whether I will ever be returning, which is really shitty because it's my dream school and I've made like so many awesome friends that I really, really care about. But basically, um, she's she really shouldn't be living alone right now, and she lives, very close to Tampa, just in a suburb. Um, and since I'm, a young, strong individual, I was volunteered um, to kind of jump in on this, and since tuition at the University of Tampa is so expensive, my parents kind of jumped on the whole thing, just as a break for them, even though I was only there for a semester, and I'm still covering, a lot, most of the costs through student loans and whatnot, but they kind of really forced this onto me, and that really sucks. But so I'm living in this little one-room apartment, like attached to her house. It's basically a converted carport. So if you know what that is, it's like there's enough space for one car, and there's a door that opens like into the kitchen of the actual house, and I've got a little bathroom back here. Um, and yeah, um, and it's just really shitty because yeah, I mean, UT was where I always wanted to be, and I was so happy there, and then I kind of, and I mean now I can't go back. So, um, another really shitty thing is I won't be marching with a drum and bugle corps this summer, unless I fill a spot this summer, conditionally for another thing I'm going to talk about. It's just I didn't make the Madison Scouts, which I of course I wanted it, but at the same time I like managed my expectations, and as a for first time auditionee, I wasn't really expecting to make it, and so when I got cut, it I mean I kind of expected it, because you know but it still really hurt and sucked, but so that leaves me with a callback with the Boston Crusaders, which is actually next weekend. But um, their tour fees are actually $500 more than the Madison Scouts. Well, actually, I think they're like $700 more, but that's still, I mean, that's even more money. And so, with everything going on and all this, change and stuff, it's just really not in the cards for me this semester. So if you donated money to my GoFundMe in the next 2 weeks or so, I'm going to have details about how I'm going to get you your money back. So, but I'd just like to thank you if you did, because like it really, it really means a lot that people were supporting me for something that I really wanted to do. Um, so I really, really appreciate that. Um, Something, I guess, a little bit more happy. Since all this school stuff is in limbo, and I'm. Oh, by the way, I'm still going to college. Um, I'm going back to where I went last fall, which is St. Petersburg College. It's a little community college, um, and it's not the best place, but I mean, you gotta play with the cards you're dealt with. So like, I'm trying to make the best of the situation, even though it really sucks. So I've decided to apply for the 2014 Fall Advantage Disney College Program. Um, so um, yeah, apps come out in the next 3 weeks, in like the second week of February, usually when they come out for fall. So hopefully I will be accepted again, and hopefully for custodial in the World Showcase. That's really what I want, and hopefully I will be um, I will be in Disney World, living and working, and back with my friends at my third or fourth home, um, in as early as May, I think. So yeah, that's what I want. The happiest I've ever been was when I was at my Disney College program, and so I kind of need some pick me ups. Some other stuff in my life really hasn't been going well, but I'm not really going to talk about that. It's a little too personal. Um, so I just need to be happy. You know, I'm sure all of you can understand. Um, but that kind of also opens up some doors, I guess. Since I changed my major from marine biology to music, that kind of leaves UCF, University of Central Florida in Orlando, kind of, I guess, open for discussion. They have a great music program, and they have a chapter of my fraternity, Kappa Kappa Psi. Um, so, since I'm becoming a Florida resident, um, that is an option because tuition is like $6,000 a year. Well, I mean that's just tuition, not room and board. Altogether it's like $15,000 a year, but that's like half of what I'm paying at UT, and so it's a lot more doable. Um, and so, I could live in Orlando, work at Disney part time, you know, see how that goes, and then I could also pursue my degree. Um, Whatever happens though, like I don't know, if there's I'm trying to keep this short, but I have a whole master plan, kind of, that I've been um, thinking of since about October, of just things that I want to do, um, or like options for me, and things that I'd like to happen. So I might explain that in a future vlog, but yeah. So that's kind of what's going on in my life. There's the new living situation slash education situation thing. There's what was the second shitty thing? Oh, no drum corps. It's very shitty. And then there's the Happy Disney thing. So yeah, actually in the next 40 seconds, I'm gonna explain the conditional drum corps thing. If I don't get accepted to the Disney College program, or if I get accepted but only for the fall, starting in September, and there's a spot open at a corps that is willing to work with me financially, depending on how much money I have and how much I can get, in a really short amount of time. Um, I could fill a spot if it was open, and and the circumstances were right, and it coincided with the Disney thing. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry. I try to keep it as short as possible, but it's a lot of stuff to cover. So I will see you guys next time. Yeah.